Welcome to this high-stakes collision, a game here late in the season featuring two teams ranked in the top 25, both looking to move up big time. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. From EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Herbstreit. Let's get this thing underway. Dogs will kick this deep to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Good enough for a fresh set of downs. They'll spot the ball at the 40.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. Looking to pass, it's Manning. He finds the running back in the flat. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone here, Kirk, in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's.
Quick throw complete to the tight end. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Snags the quick throw. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball in the back for some good yards.
He stopped, but he gets a first down. Well, Texas and Georgia hasn't taken long for these two to establish a rivalry in the SEC. Two memorable collisions last season, regular season in Austin. The Georgia pass rush just got after Texas. Hard-fought, close win. And then the rematch for the SEC championship game. Another game where Georgia just made enough plays, Kirk, to win.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great matchup every single time these teams get together in the SEC. Having Texas with their tradition, what Sark's doing with that program, obviously what Kirby's doing with Georgia. That's one of those matchups every single year when they're up on the calendar. You circle it. Two great games last year. Georgia finding a way to get it done both times. You got to believe that Sark and Texas looking for payback. Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. Just have to be smart.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. To the air, it's Manning. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you had to do was get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback. He'll start at the 25. Looking for some space. It's Jones.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's wide open. Look out. That play moves the ball across midfield, and he set it for the first down at the 41.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone and make a catch and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. He escapes the pocket. And the pass rush finally gets home for a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it, and they get the sack.
It's a shotgun run call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
The offense has had really good rhythm in this drive, running the ball, throwing the football. It seems like every play has been positive yards until that stop right there by the defense.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
Great job here by the defense. Third down and long. You drop back in coverage, keep everything in front of you, force that quarterback to have to check the ball down, and then you rally to the football to force his fourth down. Great job here by the D.
Flips it with the running back, but he's got work to do. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
The Dogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the single back takes the handoff.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Here's the second down play. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Back to throw. It's Stockton. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Yeah, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. Now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Quick completion to the tight end. Look at that. He's still going. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. Quarterback will throw it off the one pass option. Breaks loose at the 40. He's in the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a run. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Quarterback keeps the football. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That's exactly how you want to defend the option. You know, old school way is assignment football. You have to account for the quarterback, the pitch man. Here, the quarterback had really nothing other than just kind of lower his head and get as much as he could. Fortunately for the defense, it wasn't very much.
Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Quick catch over the middle. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Fires it to the wideout. Incomplete. A huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Inside give now from the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Texas.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Remember, last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Well, they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Looking to scramble. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, nearly an interception down there in the end zone. Could not quite hold on. It'll bring up fourth down now. Trying for a fourth down completion. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here. You draw it up perfectly. You think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. And looking to throw now on first down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that screen pass call worked out. They gained the first down yardage.
Man, I don't think the defense had any clue that the screen was being called. They're getting upfield, getting pressure on the quarterback, and that ball gets dumped. There's no one left to be able to slow him down from getting a big gain.
Big chunk gain in the first play of the drive sets him up near midfield in 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Manning. He's running out of time here. Just flings it out of bounds with the pass rush closing in. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. Powering through the defender. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, and they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Looking to throw again. And the receiver's got it. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
This offense has been hard to stop here in the first half. Can they punch it in and build the lead before the break? 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
Georgia, 0.
And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Keeping it on the ground here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Back to pass. It's Stockton. Quick throw to his receiver. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, if I'm this defense, you get these guys to third down, you better bracket or double team some kind of coverage rolled to this receiver to take him away. This guy makes a
deep shot to the left side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. Going to have to make some adjustments there, maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
Grab down the middle. It's Branch. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Can he make it to the marker? That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Pressure is coming. Oh, down he goes. It's a sack. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So on second down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. Oh, he missed it. Off target that time. And that sums up the game so far. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it deep to begin the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the second half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earholed. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Throws it to the right. Pulls it in. It's Humphreys. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Bringing pressure. Looking deep downfield to the left. Catch made all the way down inside the 35.
Man, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented receivers. It's hard enough to be able to stay up with them and try to make a play on the ball, and often you end up bumping them downfield and you get a call like this.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Offense showing a bunch formation now. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. On the move now. The pass ball is incomplete and tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
Well, we talked to the defensive coordinator, Chris, before the game about how they worked a lot on the scramble drill this week just to be able to contain him. The coach has to be pleased with how they performed on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Moves out of the pocket. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying the lead.
The Texas offense comes back out on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here?
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
Quickly behind the sticks here after the loss. Second down and 11. It's a toss to the left side. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Lets it go quickly. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
The Longhorns with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense getting set. It's second down. One man to the backfield. He'll get the football. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Longhorns moving quickly down the field here. And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Nice job here controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Tries the right with a quick throw. Wide open downfield. Tackle made quickly after the catch, but moves the ball to the 12, a red zone opportunity.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
The Longhorns are in the red zone now. Grinding away on the ground. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break 1 tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he's got it again. Runs through the defender. It's a short game, but look at that defense swarm to the football. Convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Well, time running out. Serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. To throw, it's Stockton. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. With the catch, it's Humphreys. Tackle right at the 30, good enough to move the sticks.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Ball handed to the running back. Breaks loose at the 40. Now here he goes. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
After the PAT, the lead is still 31-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Number 19, set to kick this one away.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They're going to run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. It's a draw to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
This is an impressive performance. They played a good football team here today, Kirk, but they just dragged them behind the woodshed and dominated from the start. This is going to catch people's attention.
Yeah, I think most people are going to be in awe when they look at the results of this game. Unbelievable job by this team, dealing with the expectations, the pressure, and as you said, playing a good team. This was a big-time win and an opportunity to really continue to move up.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.